We thought that we would show you how we mix our fertilizer mix that we use in our system. And here's how we do it on our little table in the back. We start out with approximately 3 gallons of water in the bucket. It's good to have the water warm. The warmer the better, I think. It seems to let the fertilizers dissolve easier. Here's our little scale and a little cup that we use to put the fertilizer in when we weigh it. We have 3 parts to this. The one on the left is a master blend fertilizer, which is mainly for tomatoes, but we've grown with it even in one of these bus tubs in the house. We grew lettuce in water and the fertilizer solution. It worked wonderfully, and it works well on all of the crops, as you've seen from our posts. So we start with that. The next one is calcium nitrate, and then the third part is Epsom salt, which we just buy from Walmart, which is the best price that we've seen for that. So we'll just start out by showing you what we do here. Sherry, if you'll turn on the make sure it's set to grams, not ounces, and then we put our little dish on it and press tare, and it zeroes it out. So now if you'll take the master blend, we are adding to 100 gallons today, and we haven't added, and so we're starting with 100 gallons of fresh water. So the formula, remember, is 12 grams of this. This is 240, Sherry. The formula is 12 grams of master blend per 5 gallons. And in 100 gallons, 5 into 100 is 20. So 20 times 12 is 240 grams of master blend. And we start with that first. It's important that you do these in the order that we do them so that they will dissolve and have the correct chemical reaction with each other. So 240. And just adjust as need to get to your thing. Alright, so now we'll just show you, and hopefully this won't take too long, but it will be helpful. She'll dump it all in and stir it. Notice that it turns green, but as she continues to stir, it will lighten up. I will tell you, if you do it with cold water, it will take a lot longer. It still can work, but notice how it's clearing up and lightening up. So I think that's fine. Then the next one that you use is Epsom salt, and remember, it's 1/2 of what the other two are, so it is only 6 grams, and since there's 20, that's 120, which is half of the other. And so we'll do 120 grams of the Epsom salts. And it's probably gotten a little hard from being out in the moisture, but it doesn't matter, they'll dissolve in a hurry. 120. So that's the second part. So she'll dump it in, and I don't know if you can notice, but the water is clear now, and all this dissolves very quickly, and so it doesn't take much stirring on the Epsom salts to make it ready to add the last component, calcium nitrate. So now we'll come back and put calcium nitrate, and remember we're back up to 240. Notice that it's a little more granular and pelletized, so it takes a little more work to get it dissolved, but it will work. So we're going to 240. I might add that we do get our fertilizer, the master blend and the calcium nitrate, from Morgan County Seeds, I think in Missouri, and we ordered online, and it's really quite reasonable. She dumps all of that in. Now you have to kind of go by feel with this one because it's gritty, and you'll be able to see some to the bottom that the pellets dissolve. But what tends to happen after stirring and having it do that, your mixture will kind of turn a light green. That's okay. That's normal if it does that. Well, we don't want to bore you with mixing and so on, but that's basically how you do it. Now this is a concentrate, and if we do, like our tote is 275 gallons, if we wanted to add, if we already had 100 gallons in there and we wanted to make it, say 250, we would add 150, so we would only add enough chemicals for the 150 gallons, but we do it all as a concentrate like this. Then we would add it to our storage tank and stir it so that it mixed in and it made it equal. The other 100 gallons would be diluted when we added 150 gallons of water, and we add this extra concentrate and stir it good. We usually add it before we add the water, and then it helps mix it as it fills. If you just have a small system, like we're just using a small system today because we hardly have very many plants that we still are growing this heat. So for the smaller ones, you can just add to your whatever storage tank you have and stir it. Make sure you turn off any valve that you would have that would let any of your solution out while you're doing that, and then remember to turn it back on when you're through, so that the plants don't die from lack of water and fertilizer. Anyway, that's a quick update. Hope this helps.